Okay, so I'm going to keep this quick and simple. This morning I've read through maybe 10 different creators' comments on their videos regarding transgenders, the whole mess with that, whether or not somebody can just identify as a woman or identify as a man, and no, you can't. It's basic biology.
He starts off that he's going to be quick and simple, but his entire video is almost 3 minutes. No, I won't be showing all of it. But you know, as soon as someone says it's just basic biology, they're going to completely demonstrate that they have no concept of basic biology. But let's see what he has to say about basic biology.
A man has 2 X chromosomes, carries his sexual reproductive organs outside, while a female has an XY chromosome thing going on there, and they carry their reproductive organs inside.
Right out the gate. Wrong. So if we're going to talk about biology and we're going to talk about sex, then yes, we need to talk about chromosomes. But the discussion about transgender people is not a discussion about sex, it's a discussion about gender. Gender is not tied to chromosomes, it's tied to social constructs. But if you're going to base your entire argument against the existence of a group of people based off biology and sex, at least get it right when you discuss those biological aspects. Because if we're going to talk about biology, sex and chromosomes in mammals, particularly humans, males are not XX and females are not having a XY thing going on. It's exactly the opposite of that. Males have a XY chromosome, females have an XX chromosome. And that's not even getting into intersex and other arrangement of chromosomes that are taught in advanced biology. This is literally him getting like 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade biology wrong. And I know there's going to be some people that go, Celt, he probably just misspoke. Okay, maybe. Because, yeah, I occasionally misspeak in a video. But he has the same ability as the rest of us to watch back his video and change things that he didn't like or misspeak on. But just wait for the next part.
They have the ability to either lay eggs in the example I use is a chicken. A hen can lay eggs and a rooster cannot. The rooster is a male, will always identify as a male. And the hen is a female and will always identify as a female. That's why the males are always henpecked. Ha!
Friendly reminder, women, you have an XY chromosome and the ability to lay eggs. This isn't he misspoke. This is him not having a basic understanding of the subject matter that he is attempting to use as his argument is against the existence of a group of people. Because this man literally came on TikTok and said, women have the ability to lay eggs. And then when he said that, goes, that doesn't sound right. Let me pivot to chickens. So we're not talking about chickens. We're talking about the reproductive systems of human adults. But even then, when he attempts to use chickens as his example, he still gets it wrong. We have reports of a trans hen transitioning into a rooster and vets giving it hormone blockers. And no, this isn't some farmer going, oh, my chicken is trans. This is a hen that started presenting physical characteristics of a rooster. And this is something that happens enough that Dr. Jacob at the University of Kentucky wrote an entire paper on it, the sex reversal in chickens. This man continues his rant, this time going into a discussion about intersex people, but we're not going to go into that right now. He can't understand the biology lessons that he got in 6th grade, and he's attempting to use that as the reason why he believes trans people aren't real. So there's no point going further into the discussion about intersex, and that's not the point that I wanted to highlight anyway. This isn't necessarily to shame this man. If you're not a master of biology, that's fine. If that's not your realm of expertise, that's completely okay. The issue here is that he votes. He votes for politicians that are going to write laws that directly affect the existence of trans people. And he is basing how he votes for those politicians that he knows are going to write laws that affect the lives of trans people based on what you just saw in that video. Not only did he fail to understand the basic difference between sex and gender, he failed to understand the basics of the human reproductive system, but he failed in such a way that he thinks he has that understanding mastered. And that is the type of people who are pushing the anti-trans narratives and pushing for these anti-trans laws. The man attempted to say that women lay eggs, and he thinks he has the right to tell people whether or not they should get gender-affirming care that is prescribed to them by their doctor or therapist. This should absolutely horrify you. Not just because of the suffering that this is going to inflict on trans people because of people like this as ignorance, but because we know this is not going to stop at trans people. This isn't the first, second, or third time that ignorance in a general population has affected policy. I guarantee you he's got an opinion on abortion which he bases in biological facts that he fully understands. The man said laid eggs. More than likely he's going to say that women can just hold in their periods and don't need tampons. He ends that entire video and rant that if people don't like what he's saying, they can just F off. Meaning not only is he wrong, he's not going to listen to anyone telling him that he is wrong. Again, that should horrify you. But it should also tell you that because of that, we have to work even harder. Protect trans people. Protect each other.